electricity company. Is it? Yes, people, welcome back to the First XI. We are back for an EFL show. We have been away for, I think, 2 or 3 shows, one of which I overslept, the other which Aaron couldn't be bothered to turn up, and Charlie was and various other reasons. But we finally decided to come back after a little while, and it's an EFL show special because this weekend we have got the return of the FA Cup first round, and all our teams are in it. We'll see for how long. We'll see for how long our teams are in there. But this week, and this week only, I am only looking at giant killings. Obviously, we're going to look at Doncaster, Argyle, and Bristol Rovers. But after that, I have picked out some tasty games. I'm not going to lie. There's one straight after Bristol Rovers, which has just got incredibly tasty. And I can't wait to talk about it. We've also got a lot of smaller teams that we're going to be covering. And we're not talking just conference, right?
We're not talking Rovers. We're not talking small teams. We're talking really small teams.
I've gone down to the depths of the Southern League. I think is we've gone that far. We have gone that far. So we're going to try and cover a couple of them. Obviously, all of them playing EFL clubs, of course, because we're only here for giant killings. There's also going to be one smaller team that everyone knows about, because if you know football and if you know the FA Cup, this name is basically written in the history books. So we're going to talk about that. Max says, yo, no, big up, bro. Aaron's actually here on time and isn't at work finally. He's actually finally decided to come. But before we do FA Cup, we did have League One, and I'm not sure if League Two played on Tuesday. I'll have a look.
No, it was just League One and Championship.
Yeah, so we had games in League One. Now, this midweek games, even though Argyle weren't playing, it was a huge weekend or midweek for Argyle because a lot of the top of the table rivals were having their games played. So it was really important for us, nothing we could do, of course, ultimately, but it was an important week of fixtures. So we're going to start with Fleetwood, who should be relegated and are a disgrace to football. I wish everything bad to happen to your club and fans. You're a disgrace.
Sorry, Cod's Vlogs.
I don't give a shit about Cod's Vlogs or whatever. Go shove a fish and chips up your fucking ass and make it. I hate
their Captain Pugwash song behind the goals. That is annoying as fuck.
Just make sure you get a set of fish and chips, shove it up your ass, and make sure it's extra large. Now, the reason that I'm annoyed at Fleetwood, and I annoyed him on Twitter, apparently, it was like, well, your team was playing, all I can see is tweets about United. Yes, mate, my team were playing in the prestigious Papa John's Trophy, and I absolutely cared massively about that game.
Did you draw or lose or win in the end against us?
We won it. We won on penalties. We fucking won! Not that I give a shit too much about. But I suppose we beat Arsenal, so what more do you want in life? But no, we'll start with Fleetwood. They were 2-0 up after 52 minutes. And then within 10 minutes, actual 10 minutes of game time, they start opening their legs like a fucking prostitute. Fleetwood Town are basically the prostitutes of the EFL. You disgusting motherfuckers. Absolute wankers. I have a lot of words for you, Fleetwood. And how the fuck we drew against this lot, I'll never know. Fuck my life, wankers. I've suddenly come down with Tourette's. But Wigan are now top of the league after Fleetwood decided to not play.
Plymouth can still go ahead on the next weekend. Who knows?
We can, but I just want to tear into Fleetwood just for fun. But Wigan obviously go top of the league with wins, with goals from Lang, Will Keane and Curtis Tilt. Aaron, this week was actually decent for Argyle in midweek because now we're all level with games played against Rotherham and Wickham, and they're right behind us, 2 points behind. Sunderland and Oxford have a game in hand over us, but we're 5 points ahead of Sunderland and a full 6 points over Oxford. Confidence of promotion. Now, I'm not saying we're going up straight away and all of this crap. We also have MK Dons also have a game in hand over us as well, but they're like 8 points behind us or something. But in terms of Argyle, we're now there on merit. There's none of this. Our other teams have got games in hand. None of that crap. There's none of that. We are legit in this place because we deserve it.
Yeah, I think you've got to look at teams like Sunderland as well. I think their bottle jobbing is open season right now. They've officially started the bottle job period that they have every year.
It's quite early for them, isn't it? Normally they smash through November, smash through December. They're normally all right in January. They bottle it normally February time, because I remember because Argyle went to Stadium of Light in February and we managed to win. I mean, how our defence managed to beat them lot, I will never know.
I think there's only two reasons behind it being this early. I think they're either sparing the fans blushes or preparing them for an even worse bottle job this season. Probably the second one. I think you can say, and by the way, Max, Hull aren't part of it. They'll be part of it next season. I think Plymouth will be in that race. I think for the last few weeks, none of us have denied that Plymouth will never be in that race. I think they're definitely going to be up there this season, no matter what.
Well, I think Charlie's tried it. He's sort of been like, I don't really know if I want to get on this Argyle bandwagon, It's sort of like, I remember, I had a lot of confidence going into the start of the season, though. I had an awful lot of confidence. I said, boys, put us top two. And Charlie was like, nah, mate, you're not getting past playoffs. So it's like, well, I think we will. And I'm right.
To be fair, I did have teams like Wigan and Rotherham ahead of Argyle at the start of the season, but
you also had Doncaster ahead of us, so we won't talk about that.
I had so much confidence going into this season, and that's deflated in the space of.
You owe me a lot of apologies. How the fuck?
I owe the world a lot of apologies.
How the fuck you had Doncaster Rovers ahead of Plymouth Argyle? I will never know.
I think it was only by 2 points. I think I had them 7th, and I had Plymouth Argyle 8th or 9th. So it was it wasn't
even more disgraceful, to be honest. I don't care.
I think I owe people a lot of apologies even before we get relegated.
That's like the Queen. That's like the Queen coming round and giving me oral sex with me screaming no,
and then apologising to fucking Prince Charles.
No need to apologise to me, Queenie. It's fine. In all due respect, I love the Queen, and I hope she gets well soon. Although I think she's fine because she was apparently driving her car around the estate.
God save her.
I reckon she just wanted to not meet Boris Johnson for the 1900th time.
Do you think that was her great escape? Just Philip, I'm escaping.
Well, I don't want to have to do this, but Philip's dead. If you don't remember, Aaron looks like a right twat now, doesn't he? So Philip died. That was last year, right? She probably said Charles. Actually, I don't know who the Queen's living with at the moment. Well, no, I don't think she wants Charles. I don't think she'd be happy living with Charles. Like, let's be fair. Just quickly before you continue talking, happy Diwali Day, everyone, from Velvishwan, and that is extended from the EFL show and the First XI. I don't really know what goes on with this channel anymore, but we're all here. We just pop in every now and again. I'm going to buy an Argyle shirt if you guys win the league or at least get top 3. I don't know why you're doing that, but okay. I don't get this whole buying other team shirts. I just don't get it. Plymouth are in second. It's okay, Zachary. Firstly, that's still promotion. And secondly, we've still got a lot of games to go that we could either bottle it or run away with the title. I'm hoping it's the latter.
Yeah. I would say, from a Plymouth point of view, be excited, but just wait and see what happens now. Because, like I said, there's a lot of games to go.
What are you talking about? Have I bought the champagne? I've already bought the champagne, the going up posters, the
promotion
shirt.
I've got hope that Plymouth will go up by the playoffs anyway.
Spray paint for St James's Park. I've got green spray paint for them.
Exeter fans are gonna have a nightmare.
We're gonna paint Exeter green. Let's paint it green, boys. Let's paint it green.
Yes.
Zachary says, "I'm Argyle till I die." Same with Max. I love it. Argyle winning versus Sheffield Wednesday. We'll talk about the FA Cup, and I have a specific view on the FA Cup this week, or this season anyway. It's not normally my view.
But yeah, overall, I think Plymouth fans should still be excited because I think this could be a really good season for them. And Ryan Lowe, I will say this now: statement of the year. Out of Premier League, Championship, League One, League Two, and non-league, Ryan Lowe is the most underrated manager in football today.
Don't say shit like that. Do you want to? I don't give a shit. I don't want to attract unwarranted attention. Fuck off.
No, I think don't underrate. I think he deserves more credit.
Unbelievable. But anyway, whilst I reload my browser, because it's actually doing my head in with the lagging, apparently. Talk to me about Sheffield Wednesday Sunderland first. We're doing it in order because I didn't prep this bit. Sheffield Wednesday winning 3-0 against Sunderland. Sunderland, they are the epitome of bottle jobs. Talk to the audience about that, and I'll be back in a bit.
Okay. I mean, obviously, you guys will have seen the highlights. I saw the highlights from the Sheffield Wednesday match. I do believe that Sheffield Wednesday have done a really good job here with this win. I think Sheffield Wednesday looked a bit more composed. I think that Sunderland, again, just didn't look on it, in my opinion. I don't think they looked on it at all. I think that Sheffield Wednesday had that edge over Sunderland. Sunderland's open bottle job season has officially begun. Even this early on, Sheffield went as soon as it was looking doubtful. Because I know there was loads of Wednesday fans crying out on the radio, on social media for Darren Moore to go, and then suddenly, bang! They get this victory over Sunderland, and suddenly it's all smiles again. And it's like Darren Moore's made changes and got that squad up and running again. So I commend Darren Moore because what he's done is he's chucked plan A out the window and he's brought in a new plan to get the wind back up and running, and he's done that so far. So let's see if he continues in the FA Cup.
He's gone to a back three, hasn't he?
Yeah, he didn't
also,
do that.
I've got
the 4-2-3-1 with us, but he never went to a back three with us.
I've got playback coming from you as well, I think. I think it's gone now, but I did have playback, which was weird. Zachary says, "True, Max. I'm a season ticket holder." Yep. Zachary, a season ticket holder from Philadelphia.
Home Park's atmosphere was crazy.
Home Park's atmosphere is mad. It's always been mad. You lot just haven't seen it before.
From the looks of it, it looks amazing.
Argyle fans probably sell out their stadium more than Man City. True. I'm a Liverpool fan in the Prem, Cardiff in the Championship, Argyle in League One. Haven't found a League Two club yet. Maybe Doncaster. I don't know. Maybe.
I can admit that. Maybe.
I don't know if there's any League Two clubs that I like anymore. I don't know. Also, evening captain. Not really. I don't like vegans. But evening captain now. Obviously, Sheffield Wednesday fan himself. We'll be meeting you on Sunday. 12:15 kickoff. Absolutely. Thank you. Just thank you to everyone associated with the FA, because travelling to Sheffield for 12:15 kickoff is incredible. Thank you. I don't know who's lagging. Is Aaron lagging or me? I don't know. If you can still hear me, this is a wonderful podcast and I'm loving life. If you can't hear me, then I'm just talking to myself, and that's even better sometimes. Aaron is literally, this guy is literally frozen. This guy is frozen, which is a shame. I mean, he has frozen. He has frozen. Our man Aaron is frozen. Oh dear. Quick, should we talk about Doncaster now so we don't have to hear Aaron talk about it? That's a good idea. So whilst we wait for Aaron's Wi-Fi to deal with whatever he needs to deal with, in fact, I know how to check this. I'll check it on the YouTube. Aaron is laggy and frozen. Aaron is laggy and frozen. Oh, yeah, it's just me. Even better. Even better. I'm all by myself now. I thought it was me first, but no, I wasn't. It was Aaron. Aaron is the bad man that was freezing. Yeah, it's all fine for me. But no, what have we got? Can you stream the Spurs game? No. I've got a Liverpool show at 8 p.m. on my channel, and I will not cover the Conference League. I have self-respect and dignity. As all on always happy. Or I'm always happy. There we go. There we go. There's the English. There's the English. Do it for Conte. Oh God, no. My prime clubs: LFC, Championship, Hull, League One, Argyle, and then Rovers. Huh? Quick now, he's out of there. Read my comment. Just did. You missed it. No, you didn't. I didn't. I'm too good. Can we talk about the Ipswich game? Well, we're talking about that. We're going in fucking order, but I'm giving my comments on the Sheffield Wednesday game first. Goals from Theo. I'm going to call him Theo because we don't need me butchering a second name, do we? And then we got Canberry and Lee Gregory with the goals for Sheffield Wednesday from Hillsborough. Sunderland, as Aaron said, are going through their lovely lovely moment of bottles, and it's absolutely brilliant. Sunderland are done out here. Okay, if West Ham beat Genk, then you stream it. Deal. Let's have a play. Deal then, please. Be fair. Okay. Yeah, I've got a Liverpool show, so I can't stream it anyway. Thing is, against Sunderland, we were more direct rather than playing from the back. We don't have the defenders for that. Right, yeah, so playing direct normally helps. If you haven't got defenders to play tiki-taka, going more direct does normally work. No, I mean, can you talk about it with your never mind? Oh, up the fucking jealous. Absolutely. Whilst I wait for Aaron's camera to actually load up and not just... Aaron is having more technical issues than you care to imagine. Okay, you put on your TV while doing the show. I will do, but obviously I'm not going to do a watch along of it if I'm already doing a show. Next game we're covering, Ipswich. They managed to recover from their defeat at Home Park this weekend. Now, I just want to touch on this. Any more big clubs that come down to Home Park with such a disgusting energy? Oh, it's your cup final. Oh, we're huge. We're massive. Have you, who the fuck are our goal? If you come down with this negative energy any more times at Home Park, we are going to give you your L and you're going to get sent back with your fucking L. Stop it. We're all in the same league, right? Ipswich Town, you are in League One, and to be frankly honest, you're not even doing that well in League One. You're ninth. We're second. So respect. Now shut your mouths, Ipswich. But they got back on track with a 4-1 win over Wycombe Wanderers, which is exactly what I wanted to happen anyway, because, Wycombe are right up there with Argyle. So I absolutely wanted a win for Ipswich. They got a 4-0 win with Kalina, Bon, and Burns, Bersant Kalina with 2 goals. Have they got internet in Doncaster? It would appear not. It is shit like their club. Well, yeah, maybe Richie Wellens now has to deal with the internet in Doncaster as well, which will explain the lagging and the shit stuff. But let's try again.
Sky Wi-Fi, suck my fucking cock.
I thought Richie Wellens controlled your Wi-Fi, but maybe I was wrong. I was just saying, any more clubs that come down to Home Park with such an attitude like Ipswich did, prepare for your L and F off. But moving on, Rotherham Charlton 1-1. Don't really need to talk about that too much. Aaron, talk to us about Crewe. Obviously, a point away from home, but I think it's fair to say both of you are going down to League Two. Enjoy your relegation.
You know what? I can't even disagree at the moment. It's just that game just epitomised two sides that were gonna be in trouble this season, and we knew, and we saw that, and we looked at that, and we knew that. And what epitomised that, from our point of view, and I said this to you off camera, I said it on my own review: 10 fucking minutes to go, you bring off a pacey winger that could get you a chance, who scored before, to get you a goal and take all 3 points, because Crew were there for the taking in the last 10, 15 minutes. They were utter shite. So have the pace, but instead you take him off, you bring on a midfielder, a holding midfielder, and you pretty much, not 100% this way, but you at times park the bus and settle for a point. Against bottom of the league, you settle for a point when they're there for the taking with 10 minutes to go. Sorry, but you fucking idiots. You idiots. That is absolute shit. And people will come at me saying, well, I did it because of this, this, and this. I don't want to fucking hear it, all right? I don't want to hear it. We played for a point against bottom of the league because we were too afraid to go and get all 3. That's cowardly. That's disgraceful. And in my opinion, that was not a great decision. I think I know he's celebrating because he knows he's right.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to be doing the YMCA at the expense of your club.
We deserve it, because why settle for a point against bottom of the league where you can go out and take a gamble? We're supposed to be playing exciting football this season. Risk it. Go for it. Go and get all 3.
Against Rotherham.
I swear to God, I'm telling you, no more jokes, no more banter. We're coming for this fucking league.
Oh my days! Someone clip that, please. I can't.
Who was that deluded twat on screen? Honestly, it's ridiculous watching that game, to be perfectly honest. I watched it on a Fire Stick. It was ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. It was just.
Not even giving your own club money for the stream, you fucking wanker.
We only because it was a rescheduled weekend fixture. It was only available on iFollow for audio, and the only way you could watch it is by using a Fire Stick on or around the.
Was it actually? Yeah. That's fucking disgraceful. I would be surprised, but this is the EFL, so I'm not surprised at all.
I'm not surprised. But the goal that Crew scored, again, set piece defending can go suck my arse, because our set piece defending is shit. The way we just let people just get the goals in from set pieces, from free kicks, corners, etc., is just ridiculous. Like that Charlton one, for example, that first goal where he just whips the free kick in. No one goes near it, and he goes straight into the back of the net. Like, there was about 5-6 players around it. No one cleared it. No one touched it. He just went, yup. Oh, I'm watching a fucking flying saucer go past. Oh, it's in. Crew's goal, similar. No one marking. No one going near it. Our goal, decent, good cross. Although he gets his first goal in senior football, I'm proud for the lad, because I think he had a decent performance at left back. And it's funny that most of our goals have come from the left back position this season. Bit interesting. But Alowu, to be fair, Alowu had a decent game in that match. I think he came forward a lot. It was like watching Tommy Rowe and Cameron John at times, where it was like he'd come forward a lot, he would track back a lot when it's been countered, and he would also have a go at goal. So Alowu's got that trait about him, which I like. And then, like I said, last 10, 15 minutes, we play for a point rather than go for all 3 and play attacking football and go at them for the last 10, 15 minutes.
You've said that. So let's talk about Thiago Cooker, who is a Turkish wonder kid who's going to score 10 plus goals this season. Now, for anyone who hasn't watched Aaron's YouTube channel, I have. Aaron, what was the one thing he didn't have on Tuesday night?
A goal.
Yes, this is correct. How's your Turkish wonder kid now?
You see, this is the frustrating thing about Thiago, right? His actual ball control and the way he sharpens up on the ball is actually getting sharper on week, but his finishing product's just still not there. It's just not there. He's scored 1 goal all season. It's just not been. It's just not been there. Something's missing with that guy. It's his first season in English football. It just feels like something's missing. He's got his ball control and his sharpness every week. He keeps getting sharper match wise every week, and his ball control's getting better, and the way he runs at players is getting better. But the goals just aren't there at the moment, and some of it's to do with the service. I'm not going to lie. Some of it's to do with the silly passes that we make that goes to the opposition straight away. So it's not all his fault, but some of the chances where he's right up to the goal, he should be finishing. He should be finishing those chances. But again, something's not there.
He's just not ready for men's football. Which again, I said when you signed him. I'm just a visionary. You see, guys. I just vision these things.
I want to say right away, right? We're going to go to the FA Cup predictions. If we lose to Scunthorpe, I've got a.
Back down, pipe down. We'll get to that. Don't worry.
No, I mean after game.
Chris says you have to get. Chris says you have to get data. Is way better. I just connect mine to the modem. In and out, mate. It's like electricity in Haiti. Now Spurs predictions. Who are they even playing? Who are Spurs playing tonight?
Vitesse.
Oh, probably they'll win probably 2-0, especially if Conte's
first match.
To quote the great man, we're coming for this fucking league. Absolutely. Has anyone noticed Spurs are third in their group in the Conference League, a league with most teams coming from weaker leagues in the MLS? Well, now they've got Conte, haven't they? Celebrate good times. Come on. Now score prediction Spurs 2-0. 2-0. Play it again. So happy right now. Whole takeover so close to being done.
Yeah, well done.
Aaron,
let's see if Bobby can stay for another week. Sorry, Grant.
Aaron, your defence altogether is shit.
Yeah, it's got worse.
Evening, Bailey. Evening. How are we doing? He has access to all these things only whilst I'm on the stream. What a legend. Max, what's your 5-1 Spurs? 5-1 Spurs. You think
that's pretty big?
You think
I couldn't see that, though.
I can't. You think a Conte team scores 5 goals? You're mad.
Against Vitesse as well.
Yeah, against Vitesse. Just quickly wrap up a couple of other results. Cambridge beating Morecambe 2-0. Pompey being held at home to a 1-1 draw against Cheltenham. Now, let me just add in my screen because, as always, we have done our graphics. I just couldn't be bothered for the Tim Pot League one because with no Argyle, it's a Tim Pot League. When Argyle are there, got it. Go for it, XI. I don't know what. XI. I am the XI.
I think it's like with the graphics.
I am the XI.
Graphics.
I mean, if I am the XI today, I am the first XI today,
and I'm just the substitute.
Conference League has teams from the San Marino League. Well, maybe not that bad, but still, yeah, I hear that. Whereas Charlie is working today, apparently. A wise man once said, "We're coming for this fucking league." Now, insert. Are you sure about that? True.
Yeah,
5-1. Go for it. I mean, if you back it, mate. Azerbaijani league and Israeli league for sure. Yeah, it's mad. Not the other guy. Oh, what, Aaron?
Yeah,
Aaron, he wants you to go for 5-1. Yeah, Aaron's a good boy. He's compliant. But let's talk about, obviously, this week, which is, in fact, FA Cup weekend. We love to see it. The FA Cup is back. I'm doing a watch-along of Sheffield Wednesday versus Plymouth Argyle on my channel on Sunday. We'll be live from midday. So I was working on all the graphics, right? So you know how I do all the graphics on my watch-alongs, right? Yeah, I only spent an hour on the Argyle one, and all I had to do was add in Hillsborough and an Argyle badge, and guess what? Trip switches. I lose everything, so I've got to redo that tonight, which I'm really fucking happy about. Yeah, oh boy, indeed, I was not a happy bunny. Go on. I want to see it. I hope it's on the BBC. It's on ITV. It's on ITV. I see those Arsenal badges, I think, in Aaron's... those Arsenal badges, I think, in Aaron's eyes. I do, but I think that might slowly be disrespectful to Arsenal, you know. Up the Pilgrims, up the fucking Pilgrims, indeed.
Wait, so are all the FA Cup matches on ITV and is there like a red button or something, or is it just one fixture?
No, just the one. They've picked like 8 games over the weekend. You're still 3 p.m. Saturday, I think, because you're not big enough for live television.
We're 1 o'clock.
Okay, you might be on live TV then.
Yes.
I might join you Sunday on.
That's a gift or a curse. I don't know if that's a gift or a curse.
I don't know, mate. I don't know. But yeah, Captain Nat, you're absolutely welcome to join me. Can I come on? Well, it will just be me. Obviously, it's an Argyle watch along, so I'm not going to have anyone on it. But you're welcome to be in the comments as always. Yes, up the Owls. BBC One. It should be for bigger teams. Well, we're on ITV One, so you know we're on the other channel. It's all free to air this year. No BT Sport and all of that. So interestingly, you know, really decent there. No, we're not, Aaron. You're not on TV. We're 1 p.m. for policing. Who the fuck would show Doncaster versus Scunthorpe? Let's be fair. But who would show them? Well, we'll show you a couple of logos in an empty stadium. That's the most you'll get in terms of coverage. Moving on. No. Aaron, talk to me about this game. Obviously, huge game for Doncaster and Wellens. Obviously, in the league, you've been absolute trash. I mean, if you lose this game to bottom of League Two, then you might as well just skip the League Two bit and just go straight down to the National League.
I think, you know what, I've got a gut feeling here that if we lose this, I think Wellandsley the Walk will get sacked. And you know, whether you're Wellens in or Wellens out, it doesn't matter. I've just got a feeling he might go if we lose this on Saturday. I know it's an FA Cup match; it doesn't have any impact on the league, but you know, we're out of the Carabao Cup. We're not where we want to be in the league. If we're out in the first round of the FA Cup and there's no expectations left, I've just got this gut feeling he's going to go on Saturday if we lose. I've just got this gut feeling Wellens will go no matter what people think. I feel that we're going to win, but again,
celebrate good times. Come on.
But I don't trust Scunthorpe. I just think with them losing their manager,
don't trust Scunthorpe.
They're going to get a new manager bounce.
Well, I'm sorry. I don't trust the other team not to bend over and let us score 5. Unbelievable. How dare Scunthorpe try
I've got a feeling Scunthorpe might get something over us here because
I bet. Oh, I beg.
Oh, man,
I beg.
I'm going to cry. I'm going to cry.
Absolutely beg. I absolutely beg you do.
I mean, Neil Cox has been sacked now, and they've got Tony McMahon taking temporary charge of this game. So, you know, that new manager bounce. I mean, look at Johnny Jackson with Charlton in the league. It's just perfect, that manager bounce. So it could do wonders for them in the league as well. So, you know, Scunthorpe might actually do some kind of job on us, whether it's on penalties, whether it's on the 90 minutes or extra time or whatever. It's just. I just think Scunthorpe could do a job on us. I want to think we're going to win this because this is the perfect game to give some players some minutes and also give them time on the pitch. But again, it's just that whole thing of I still don't trust us to get a result against Scunthorpe because I know how we're supplement to mistakes. So I'm gonna. See, my early prediction. Well, yeah, it goes to a replay, Bailey. Yeah, thank you very much. I'm going to go with a 2-0 Doncaster win, but I'm not confident.
2-0 Doncaster, you're optimistic.
I'm not confident.
Let's go to some comments. I will actually be able to find streams for Plymouth in the FA Cup, hopefully. If not,
Plymouth on Sunday.
1 minute. Well, he's in America, but if not, just go on to ITV Hub, type in that you live at Wembley. There, you can then access all of the ITV stuff, including the Watch Live, and they think you're currently in Wembley. I don't know, maybe you're sleeping in one of the seats. Or maybe you broke in like they did in the Euros final. But do that. You can just say you live in Wembley and you get the thing. So, but Zachary, I'll talk. If you come onto my watch along, I'll talk you through the process if needed, because I'll be either watching it. I'll be ordering an indoor aerial tonight, so it should be here Saturday. So I should hopefully be watching it live. But if not, I'll be doing it on ITV Player, which will be a little bit annoying because I'll be quite a bit behind. I think Argyle will win 3-1, says Chris. I hope so. I do hope so. Can't find them for League One. Trust me, neither can I. 2-0 win, says Bailey. Zachary, can you find streams for LFC versus West Ham? Oh, that's easy, mate. That's easy. Fuck a Scunthorpe. Fuck's a Scunthorpe. Wellens isn't going anywhere soon, says Bailey. Zachary says can't lose. 0-0, says Max. Wednesday, I only have one centre back in Dunkley at the minute. Well, that's going to be good. That's going to be good. Or Spurs, send us a stream for West Ham, Zachary. West Ham. So, right, Chris, Indiana is probably going to go bad at me for doing this, but who cares? I hope he doesn't. Hold on, what's the fucking name of it? Oh. Chris, go to that website that I've just typed in, and there you go. You're on your merry way. You did not hear that from the first XI for sure. I am going to go for Scunthorpe win. I'm going to go 1-0 Scunthorpe. I think they're going to do you. They're going to do you good. Charlie is going to send it.
I'm confident.
Yeah. No, you have every night right not to be. Bailey says you're not going on Saturday, Aaron?
No, I'm going to be watching it from home on the old Fire Stick.
Unbelievable. Zachary says, did the link I sent not go through? Yeah, you can't really send links. I think they have to get approved by... I don't know. Give me a second. Yeah, you can't send links, I don't think. So yeah, but yeah, Chris, go on to that website and it'll do you golden. Moving to our next game though. Our next game is actually from Hillsborough. It's Sunday, 12:15 kickoff. As I said, thank you so much to the FA and to ITV for kicking us off at 12:15. Thank you so much. That is much appreciated from everyone down in the depths of fucking Devon. Wankers. But, this is not unusual for Plymouth Argyle to have to travel. It is unusual to be kicking off basically 3 hours earlier than normal, though. Not ideal. But we are travelling to Hillsborough. We are facing Sheffield Wednesday. Darren Moore after they got a really good win over Sunderland, but don't look too much into that because it is Sunderland. Now, I have a specific view this year on the FA Cup, and some people are probably going to send me, disgusting DMs and all of that. I don't care about the FA Cup this year. I don't care for a cup run, and I don't care about getting through the first round, right? Honestly, kick us out if you want. Get us gone. Because then, from now, all the way until the end of the season, this powerhouse can just focus on the league, and that could be even more dangerous. So, yeah, I don't really care. Of course, I want to see my team win, especially as we are on TV, and for the Janos that are going to have to travel all the way from Plymouth to Sheffield for a 12:15 kickoff. I applaud you all. But I am going to be bold and brave. I'm going to say Argyle are going to win 2-0. Bailey Peacock-Fowle is definitely going to shut the ball into the back of his own net. Captain Nat actually has the same philosophy as me. I want out of the cup, so 2-1 Plymouth. I also want out of the cup. I'll back my team to win. Why not? If Plymouth wins the FA Cup, then Europa League, we don't need the Europa League whilst in the Championship, mate. I mean, we're already going to be playing a lot of games. We don't need Europa League, even though we would win the Europa League, and you've got no proof that we wouldn't. I actually think that would be a bit of a distraction, the Europa League. So I don't think we need the Europa League whilst in the Championship. But no, in all seriousness, though, a 2-0 win, it would be good. Chris says, are you in the Championship? No, we're in League One at the moment. If we do get promoted, me, Aaron, and Charlie are going to have to construct on how the fuck this show happens and what the fuck we do. It'll probably have to turn into an hour-and-a-half show, and we'll have to add another league in, and probably start scrapping some of the League Two games that we do, just doing the important ones, offering fair coverage, not us. We'll try to be as fair as we can. But moving on, actually not moving on. Aaron, your score prediction?
I'm gonna go for a 3-1 Plymouth.
Fucking hell. What, you think Cooper's conceding, you cheeky bastard?
It's gonna be a defensive mistake, or it's gonna be just Sheffield Wednesday brilliance.
It fucking will not. Our defense simply doesn't make mistakes. Championship is good. 2023 is the year Plymouth go through. 3-1, says Chris. So, moving to our next game. It is Oxford United versus Bristol City. I mean Bristol Rovers. Fuck it, let's do it this way. It's Oxford City versus Bristol City. Aaron, talk to me about this. It's the derby of the cities. How do you see it going?
I think Bristol City could do a job against Oxford City. I think this could be one of the upsets of round one. I see this game Bristol Rovers' way here, but only by 1 goal. So I'm going to go for a 1-0 Bristol Rovers.
Would you like to get your mouth off Charlie's cock now?
No, I just think that Oxford will focus on the league, and maybe this will benefit them getting into the playoffs.
I think, knowing how Bristol Rovers' away form is, and knowing how Oxford are not a shabby team, I'm going to go for a 2-0 Oxford win. I'm afraid, Bristol Rovers, this is time for your exit. Don't let the door hit you on the way out. No, I really don't see how Bristol Rovers beat Oxford. I just don't, especially considering Rovers' away form as well. Like, it is a different level of complete garbage.
I just think the FA Cup could just bring up something, but.
Oh, I do. I think it will come up in this next game that we're going to cover, which is, in fact, and I want to talk about this, and I'll give you my reasons why. Bolton Wanderers versus Stockport County. And there's one of the reasons that I want to talk about this is former Bolton captain Anthony Sasovic left Bolton for free last month and joined, you got it, Stockport County. The magic of the cup at the not the DW, whatever they call their stadium, the Reebok Stadium.
The University of Bolton Stadium.
There we go. The University of Bolton Stadium is hosting Bolton Wanderers versus Stockport County. But no, the magic of the cup is really here. Bailey says 2-1 Oxford. But in terms of this game, this is where I think a little bit of a shock happens. Yeah, I think Stockport might just do this, but it should be an interesting one. Now, Sarsfield is obviously. Shall I read some of the players at Stockport County? Because when I do, you lot are going to be an absolute
you would have thought shock. You would have thought it'd be like a League Two club or a League One club.
Oh, easily, mate, easily. So Stockport.
You know what? I think Stockport will get back into the Football League as sooner rather than later.
Stockport have got Paddy Madden, Anthony Sarcevic, Ryan Crosdale, Ethan Pye, Liam Hogan, Jordan Keane, Ryan Rydell, if they've got a decent team, they just beat Dover 5-2 in the National League at the Crabble Athletic Ground. They are currently sitting ninth in the National League, behind Dagenham and Redbridge, Notts County, Solihull Moors, FC Halifax, Bromley, Chesterfield, Grimsby, and Boreham Wood. There's one disappointment that I've got, is that Torquay United didn't get past the fourth round preliminary, because if they had, we would have absolutely been covering Torquay United on whoever they face. But yes, Stockport County, an interesting team, a team with some quality there. Paddy Madden and Anthony Sarcevic, both, very, very good players in the Football League. I mean, Sarcevic is a League One midfielder, and Paddy Madden has scored goals wherever he's been. So Stockport could be dangerous. Bolton, I think, are as dangerous as a fly. They are literally toothless. Thogden is their ambassador and is a disgrace. He is a disgrace. Do one, Thogden. Thogdad, I don't mind, but Thogden, do one. I'm going to go for a 2-1 Stockport win. I think Stockport will be into the second round of the FA Cup. And when the Bolton manager, Ian Effett, or whatever his fucking name, Evett, says, we're the best team in League One, just before you take your, I think you conceded 7 goals between us and Wickham. I suppose great meets great, isn't it? Greatest team in the league then concedes 8 goals in 2 games, or 7 goals. Whatever it was, you only scored the one as well. It certainly wasn't against us. But I'm going 2-1 Stockport. Aaron, what about yourself, mate?
This is a weird one. I think Stockport, like I said, sooner or later they're going to be in the Football League. There's no doubt about that. Whether it's this season or next season or the season after, it doesn't matter. They're going to be in it at some point, and I can't wait to see them back in the Football League. Bolton Wanderers, they've got Half Alliance. They have got that threat going forward, but just they haven't been looking as great lately. Again, I think only 1 goal separates these teams, and I think it's going to go to Bolton's way. I'm going to go 1-0 Bolton, but I think Stockport will give them a fantastic game.
Interesting. Whilst I prepare to get not that, Jesus Christ, there we go. Whilst I prepare for the next team that we're going to be covering, so they must be.
By the way, I just thought, is Hereford on the list today, or are they?
No, they have not made it, I'm afraid.
But I'll tell you what, I like the progress of the Phoenix Club Hereford over the last few years. The fact
they've done
sort of getting towards the Football League now. I love that.
Yeah, I completely forgot about Hereford. Actually, should have.
If we go down to League 2, and
who are Hereford playing this week? I've obviously. I think I've just picked teams that are playing EFL clubs, so I don't think Hereford are playing an EFL club. Which means if they get through to the second round, we could definitely cover them.
No, they're. I think they're playing a National League game on Saturday against Chorley, so I don't think they've made it. But
I was just about to say, I would have definitely covered Hereford if they were on the list.
But what I will say is, whether we're still down if we're down to League 2 and still there in a few years, or we're back in League 1 or whatever, I want to play Hereford again, either away from home or at home, because I'd love to go back to Edgar Street, because that'd be a fantastic stadium.
Yeah, I hear that. Chris says Spurs now. 5-1 Spurs now. Make sure play this back, please. Will do. Now make sure. Yes, I'll remember. Now, so you said 2-1 Bolton, didn't you?
I said 1-0 Bolton.
Oh, you're a disgrace. Sarcevic is definitely bagging. Moving on to our next game, and we are going down to St Albans, who currently play in the National League South. Aaron, where the hell is St Albans?
So St Albans,
I kept thinking they were in Cornwall, but I don't think they are.
No, they're located in Hertfordshire. So
There we go.
The place is called St Albans. So
yeah, I know that much. As I said, guys, we are literally going down to the depths of the back here. We're definitely going through the leagues. They currently play in the National League South. They played Saturday where they played Eastbourne Borough. St Albans got the 2-1 win, goals from John Goddard and Michael West. So 2-1 win over Eastbourne. In the league, they are currently second in National League South, just behind Dartford and just ahead of Oxford City, the actual Oxford City. Dorking fourth, Ebbsfleet are fifth, but we'll talk about Ebbsfleet in a bit. There is a bit of a clue there. But in terms of this game, Forest Green Rovers doing very well in League Two. 2 leagues below, obviously where they've split it to North and South. St Albans are doing very well in National League South. So 2 informed teams of their respective leagues. But I do see another shock coming, and I tell you why. Have you looked at that stadium? It's not much of a stadium, although it might make Forest Green Rovers feel at home. But I will say one thing, and there's special shout out to St Albans, and the reason we are covering them is because, I don't know if you'll be aware, but they actually had their roof come down. The roof of their stand and all of that stuff, you know, where they really were struggling, actually came down. Obviously, I believe now the roof is back up. They have a roof back. But the club is a very good club, a very well run, and doing very well in their respective league. But Aaron, St Albans, Forest Green Rovers, I wanted to get some away ties in it. I wanted us to see a different view, proper English football stadium here. How do you see this game going?
I really want to back St Albans here. I did a bit of research into St Albans. They've got a decent running of the club. You know, they run really well, like you said. They've got a decent squad for the league that they're in. I think that the squad perform very well at the moment. But again, you could say the same with Forest Green and what we've been covering from them this season. Of course, top of League Two by a few points. Rob Edwards has come in and done a wonderful job with that team. Sure, they can't bottle the league now. And Forest Green Rovers will be back in League One. Will be in League One for the first time in their history at some point in the near future. I think 2 very well-respected teams, well-run teams, unless I'm mistaken, by Forest Green fans. I think that I'm going to, you know what? I'm actually going to go 2-0 St Albans here. I think Forest Green might bottle this one.
Oh, 2-0. 2-0. I'm not being that optimistic. I'm going to say 2-1. I think Forest Green Rovers actually take the lead in that game as well. But moving to our next game, there's a firework display, if you can hear the fireworks from my mic.
I wondered what that noise was. I thought it was a train going past, because I live next to a railway station, but even I don't hear the trains in the background.
I don't know what the fuck they're playing at, but it's doing my head in.
I live right next to a train track. I thought it was mine.
Moving on, our next game is actually AFC Wimbledon versus Guernsey. Now, where the fuck is Guernsey playing? I don't know.
First of all, it's pronounced Guiseley.
Guiseley, okay. I found them. Guiseley, found them. They play in the National League North. They played on Saturday against Darlington. If you know about Darlington. Fun
fact about Guiseley.
Yeah.
Our former centre-back, Adam Lockwood, was their manager at one point in the last few years.
Nice. They're not having such a good time so far. In the league, they are currently... Oh, crikey. They're 17th in the National League North. Hereford are actually 21st for anyone who cares. Blyth Spartans are 20th. AFC Telford, who are down there, up there, I mean. There's a lot of big teams. Gateshead are there. York City, Kidderminster, Chorley, Brackley, AFC Fylde. it's a lot of big names down there in terms of to the respective to National League North. Darlington
Sean St.
lost.
Ledger used to manage them as well.
Yeah, but Guiseley lost 5-1 to Darlington on Saturday. Their goal was from Lewis Hay. Aaron, AFC Wimbledon, obviously back at home at Plough Lane. Bailey also says 4-1 Forest Green Rovers. Mustafa says Southgate is a clown. Bailey says 3-0 Wimbledon. Wimbledon back at home, obviously at Plough Lane. FA Cup first round against Guiseley. How do you see this game go?
Sorry, I just got a notification from a Sunderland fan channel saying fans want Lee Johnson gone. How times change.
Love it.
I think this is a Wimbledon win guaranteed. I think guys who just don't look on par with Wimbledon, despite Wimbledon's loss of form in the games. I think this game's come at the perfect time for Wimbledon because they've been at a really loss of points, and I think they need to sort of get this cup game over and done with to get some momentum back into that squad. So I think for guys, this is just about getting minutes and trying to put a good game towards Wimbledon. I remember watching Guiseley from a distance as a neutral in the Vanarama National League, the main division outside the Football League a few years back. One moment I remember all too well was when they were playing and then another team was playing on the same day, and it was literally a penalty goal that separated them from staying up to one team to the other team going down to National League North or South. So, the fact that a penalty goal was away in one game between another on that season, it was just so dramatic. And guys are staying up that season. I think it was when I can't remember the team now. I think it must have been when I think it was either Braintree or someone else went down at that point. So I think it was Altrincham. That's the one I think it was Altrincham. So Altrincham went down against Braintree, and then guys ended up beating someone else on the same day on the last day of the season. So plenty of memories with guys under Adam Lockwood as well, of course, our former player. So guys are a decent team and can get back to those heights again, but I think this has a Wimbledon win all over it. I'm going to go 2-0 Wimbledon, but well done to Guiseley for getting this far.
2-0. I've gone for a 3-0 win for Wimbledon at Plough Lane. Why wouldn't you be back in Wimbledon in this specific fixture? But our next game is Charlton, and they are playing Havant and Waterlooville. Now,
I remember this team in the National League as well.
Well, if you don't remember them in the EFL, you might not be old enough, actually. But Havant and Waterlooville actually faced Liverpool at Anfield in the FA Cup third round once. If you remember, didn't quite win it. I don't think they won it, but
they did go in the league twice. They did go in the league twice.
Yeah. To be playing at Anfield in the FA Cup is incredible.
Also, they end up losing 5-2, but they end up taking the lead twice. So I remember Soccer Saturday as a kid. And I remember Phil Thompson's reactions. It was just priceless. Shout out Phil Thompson.
Absolutely. How do you see this game going though?
This got a Charlton win all over it. I think this could be one of the highest scoring games in the FA Cup. Havant and Waterlooville, of course, located in Havant, Hampshire, played in the National League only a couple of seasons ago. So, they were right up there. And it was actually, I believe it was the year Leyton Orient won the title that they went down. And to be fair, it was when all the relegation places were confirmed about a week before the end of the season, like a month before the end of the season, something like that. So, it was a really separate season from the rest of the table. So, I think Havant and Waterlooville are a decent side again when they can be. I think Charlton are on that bounce though with Johnny Jackson. We experienced that bounce. We got fucking hammered for it. I think that Johnny Jackson's built up a really good side there. You know what? This might be a controversial statement to Charlton fans. I'd like to see Johnny Jackson be given the job himself. I'd like to see Johnny Jackson as the manager because I think that the the kind of mentality he's been building there. If he can keep that going, I'd like to see Johnny Jackson take on the role full time. So I'm going to go with a 5-0 Charlton win. And I think that Johnny Jackson's going to bring in the changes and it's going to come to prevalence.
So a little bit on Havant and Waterlooville. They currently play in the National League South. They are currently 11th after playing 10 games. They have got some games in hand over some teams above them, including Concord Rangers, Concord, Maidstone, Ebbsfleet, all of them guys I've just mentioned. They played their last game against Chelmsford at the Melbourne Stadium, and they won 3-2 goals, all three from Jake McCarthy. So clearly quite a little bit of a tinker man with the goal. So I am going to say Havant and Waterlooville, just for the nostalgia of their name. Go on, boys, go do it. I'm gonna say 2-1 win for Havant and Waterlooville. I can see them
also,
chucking.
Just to give you a bit of context
Charlton
going
out.
into the game, they have made a transfer signing going into this game as well. They brought in better for British Romano. Here we go. In the last couple of hours, Leon Chambers Perillion has signed on a 1-month loan from Oxford United. So that could be an interesting going into this match. Maybe some new signing bounce against the new manager bounce at Charlton.
Maybe. But Havant and Waterlooville, they are definitely one that I want to see win. Also, big up to Captain Nat. Big up to Captain Nat, who is going to subscribe to mine and Aaron's channels. Bailey says 4-0 Charlton. But no, look, Havant and Waterlooville, I remember them from just pure nostalgia. Is a very nostalgic.
It gave me one of my first Soccer Saturday memories. Just reacting to those goals against Liverpool.
Absolutely. But we move forward and we move towards another away trip, but this time for Walsall, because Walsall are taking on, and you've got it, they are taking on Kingslin Town FC. Kingslin are from the National League. They are currently sitting 21st in the National League. Only Aldershot are below them. Dover, obviously, of -9 points. So I'm not really sure what has happened with Dover, but they're obviously.
I know what's happened.
We're not covering Dover, but they're obviously having some issues down there as well.
Basically, in short, the reason why they're on minus points is because basically last season the National League postponed Dover's games without their, I think, knowledge, and the owner was like, "Well, why can't you give us more funds to help us put these games on?" And instead of giving them more funds to help them, they basically gave them a points deduction at the start of this season.
Makes sense from the FA, but Kingslin from the National League, first time I think might be in the National League for them. They played on Saturday. They played against Weymouth from the Bob Lucas Stadium, and Weymouth won 1-0. It was Omar Musa with the goal in the 50th minute.
Our former player Brian Stott managing Weymouth.
With Michael Geisey, who was sent off in the 73rd minute for Kingslin Town. But in terms of Kingslin, they are facing Walsall at Kingslin Football Club on Saturday. Or Sunday, whenever they play. Bailey says, was speaking to a Charlton fan on the way to the game on Saturday, and he said he doesn't want JJ to get it permanently. He wants someone with the experience. He also says Atkins shouldn't have been sacked. That is a bit of a mad statement, considering how shit Atkins was doing. Ravi says, Aaron, now big up. Aaron, do you sit next to players at Donny? He does not.
No.
They've kicked him out. He's no longer the mouthpiece. And Bailey says 1-1. But Aaron, Kingslin versus Walsall. At Kingslin as well. It's going to be a tough one for Walsall. It's not going to be no easy game, is it?
No, I think you can't beat a non-league crowd. They're just going to beat you to death with corner flags. They're just so vicious. I think Kingsland's a very. You see, Kingslin Town's definitely got some moments this season. I think the most controversial one was that they've got the price of their like tickets or season tickets is like Championship League One level, and the fact that the season tickets are more expensive than League One and League Two clubs is, people found that really ridiculous from their point of view. But Walsall found a little bit of form under Matthew Taylor in the league. Kingslin Town not been fantastic, but I didn't really expect them to go as far in the National Leagues. There is a lot of decent clubs in there. So I did think Kingslin Town was going to struggle in the National League this season, but I would say the advantage goes to Kingslin Town, but I'd say the result goes to Walsall. I'm going to go 2-0 Walsall.
Absolutely. So you're going 2-0 Walsall, yeah?
Yeah.
And I am going to agree with you there. Kingslin not looked especially great in their respective league. Captain Nat says, subscribe to you both. I'm not a stalker. Love to see it. Love to see it. Our next game, back to a League Two stadium, but they're facing non-league opposition as well. And it is Leyton Orient.
This was a National League fixture just a couple of years ago.
Against Ebbsfleet United. Ebbsfleet didn't play at the weekend because they were due to play Bath City, but that got postponed. Ebbsfleet currently sit 5th in the National League South. They have got 2 games in hand over most teams above them, though. So if they win both of them, they could go top of the league. And they have 1 game in hand over St Albans as well. Obviously, we covered them at the start of the show. Or the middle of the show, and they will go level 1 points from them. So they're doing well in the National League South. Leyton Orient doing all right in League Two. They've caused a few heavy scorelines for a few teams. Charlie's Bristol Rovers receiving a little bit of a thumping, if I remember correctly, from Leyton Orient. But Ebbsfleet United are travelling to Leyton Orient. Aaron, you were right. This was a National League fixture only a few years ago. There is now a league separating the both. Obviously, Orient in League Two, Ebbsfleet in the National League South. So you've got the National League separating the 2 teams. How do you see this game going on Saturday?
It's going to be interesting. I mean, obviously, the last time these 2 teams faced was obviously the National League, where the late Justin Edinburgh, big up to Justin Edinburgh. We miss that guy every day, man. He could have led Leyton Orient to so many great heights, and unfortunately, he just didn't get that chance. So, my heart goes out to Justin Edinburgh. Even a few years after his death, my heart still goes out to Justin Edinburgh. He did so well with the Orient squad, and Ebbsfleet at the time were a decent side of the National League a few years ago. They were in the playoffs. I think it was the season where a game got called off because they couldn't afford to play it or something like that, and they ended up getting into the playoffs. It was against Aldershot, and there was a big old penalty shootout. Aldershot were leading it 3-1 or something like that. They needed to score. Ashford, I think it's Ashford, something like that, saves. Then Aldershot, and then Ebbsfleet score. Then they save it again. Then Ebbsfleet scores. The goalkeeper ends up being the hero, and they only just get beat by Boreham Wood within the final that year. So, Ebbsfleet were a very good side with some decent support. So I can't count Ebbsfleet out, even if it's an away game for them.
Yeah. Just quickly on Ebbsfleet, they are unbeaten. Well, actually, they're on a 4-match winning one in their league, beating Chip. No, they're on a 4-game winning run. They beat Chippingham Town 5-2 away. They beat Slough Town 3-1. They beat Eastbourne Borough 1-0. All 3 of those games were away, so their away form is looking pretty damn decent. And their recent win was on October 26th, where they beat Braintree Town 2-0. So yeah, they're not doing too badly.
It's gonna be a very tasty tie. And from an Leighton Orient point of view, Kenny Jackett's still done a wonderful job with Leighton Orient. And despite what Portsmouth fans think about Kenny Jackett, I said Kenny Jackett's way too good for League Two. And I think that Leighton Orient's got themselves an absolute gem to try and take them back into League One. Leighton Orient definitely getting back to the heights they were at before Becchetti took over and ruined that club's legacy. Thank you very much, you Italian prick. I think that Leighton Orient could do brilliantly here, but I think, again, Ebbsfleet with that away form could just steal it here. But I'm going to go with 2-1 to Ebbsfleet. I think they might just steal it.
Okay. So 2-1 Ebbsfleet, yeah?
Yeah, I think they might steal it.
I'm going to agree with you. I think Ebbsfleet have got a good chance. Now, whilst I sort out the information for this team, Aaron, got a little game for you. Portsmouth are playing. Can you guess which team has that badge?
Is it Altrincham?
No, it's actually Harrow Borough from the Southern League Premier Division South. They are, and I'm talking way down the leagues. They play in on Wikipedia. Their league is the FA Cup. But
I've just seen Bailey's comment. It was Nathan Ashmore, and we played them, and Coppinger panicked him. Completely went into him.
Just to put into because this is a bit of a local team for me. To put into sort of thing where Harrow Borough play. They're currently in a league with Farnborough, Hayes and Yedding, Gosport Borough, Poole Town, Taunton Town, Metropolitan Police, Salisbury, Yate, Walton Casuals, Tiverton Town, which is very local, Truro City, again very local, Chesham United, Western Supermare, Hendon, Swindon Supermarine, Hartley Wintney, Beaconsfield Town, Dorchester Town. I have reasons why I don't like Dorchester. Mather Town, Wimborne Town, and Kings Langley. Harrow are currently fourth in their league with 13 games. Hayes and Yedding have got 3 games in hand, mind you, over Farnborough. 2 will go up, 4 for the playoffs. 1 will go up, actually, 2 for the playoffs.
And there is no beaten team in that league, Hayes and Yedding United.
Yeah, it would not surprise me. But yeah, Harrow Borough are actually facing Pompey. I think it's on Sunday, if I remember correctly. Now, Harrow Borough played their last game on the 30th of October against South Park in the Build Base FA Trophy third qualifying round with a huge attendance of 83. The venue was actually King George's Field. Harrow Borough won that game 1-0. Darnell Winter with the win there. Let's look at their last league game, which was against Gosport Borough as well in the league. They actually won that game with a goal from Imran Uche. I hope I pronounced his name right. That game was 7:45 kickoff Tuesday night with an attendance of 140 fans. Their ground is actually called the Ellesmead. That is actually just called Ellesmead. Trying to find a game of theirs that played on a Saturday. That's another Tuesday. Maybe they don't play Saturdays.
To be fair with Harrow Borough, they've got a very interesting FA Cup history. The fact that they were in the first proper round for the first time in their history in 2017. Faced Northampton from League Two at the time, got battered 6-0. And the furthest they've gone in the FA Cup is the second proper round in 2010-2011. I mean, that was... And the story about the Northampton game when they got knocked out 6-0. Basically just the league form stopped, and then they were relegated from the Premiership. But then after altercations higher up in the pyramid, including promotions and relegations, they were offered a reprieve from relegation from the Premier League in that season. So the same season that Northampton demolished them in the FA Cup first proper round for the first time in their history, they were offered a reprieve from relegation because of other team situations.
I found a Saturday fixture. This one is from the Premier League South, so their Southern League fixture. They beat Wimborne 2-0. This was only on the 23rd of October, so not far away. And again, an attendance of 146 fans. So I'm not expecting too many fans to be going down to Fratton Park. Probably expect around about 150, which is going to be a mega. That's almost Accrington level away support, or Morecambe away support, really. But Pompey versus Harrow Borough. As much as I'd love to sit here and predict Harrow Borough are going to beat Pompey,
I really want them to win this.
So do I, but I cannot, for the love of me, predict Pompey to lose this. I am going to say Pompey are going to win 5-0. I can see an absolute battering from them. Bailey says that Panenka Aaron from penalty low.
Yeah, that Ashmore guy got Panenka from Coppinger.
Yeah. Also, big up to Argyle TV, up the Janners. Love this content. Keep up the great work, lads. I'll sub to your main channels too. Thank you, Argyle TV. Also, if you are interested, Argyle TV, I do collaborations. As you can see, I'm an Argyle fan, and we do content on Let's Talk Premier League. So if you want to find me on Twitter, my Twitter is @null_PAFC. His is
the next AFTV, Argyle TV.
Absolutely, I know, it's brilliant. Aaron, what is your prediction though for Pompey versus Harrow Borough from the Southern Premier League?
You've just got to love the FA Cup with the ties that it brings.
Well, you can obviously know that I was going to pick out some giant killings, and I think for a first round, I think I've done all right. I think I've picked some pretty damn decent teams. A lot of them
even the ones we aren't covering, there's some decent ties in there.
Yeah, I'll run through them in just a second. But yeah, give me a prediction for this game.
Fuck it, I'm going 2-0 Harrow Borough.
Are you serious?
I'm going 2-0 Harrow Borough. Portsmouth form has been terrible at the moment under Danny Cowley, and I just think Harrow Borough's got that fighting spirit in them, especially with where they are in their league.
Do you know what? I'll allow it. Just quickly to run through the other fixtures of the FA Cup. Captain Nat says 2-0, by the way. On Friday night, AFC Sudbury will face Colchester United, a 7:55 kickoff, which is a bit of a weird time.
Very interesting.
We'll allow it. On Saturday in the FA Cup, we have got fixtures all over the place. So you've got Scunthorpe Doncaster, which we've covered, Gillingham Cheltenham, AFC Wimbledon versus Guisey, Bournemouth versus Eastleigh, Bradford face Exeter City, so Exeter City facing Derek Adams, Bradford. Carlisle are at home to Horsham. Charlton obviously facing Havant and Waterlooville. Chesterfield are facing Southend United. Crawley are facing Tranmere Rovers, whilst Crewe host Swindon Town. Fleetwood have Burton Albion. Harrogate Town are facing Wrexham from the National League. Hartlepool face Wickham. Ipswich face Oldham. Kidderminster Harriers are facing Grimsby. Obviously, Kingslin are facing Walsall. Orient are facing Ebbsfleet. Lincoln City are facing Bowers and Peatsea. MK Dons face Stevenage. Morecambe face Newport. Northampton Cambridge United. Port Vale versus Accrington Stanley. Portsmouth versus Harrow Borough. Also, you got Rotherham Bromley. Sunderland Mansfield. Hayes and Yeading versus Sutton. Gateshead versus Altrincham. AFC Halifax Town versus Maidenhead United. Wigan versus Solihull Moors. Yates Town versus Yeovil. York City versus Buxton. And Banbury United versus Barrow. That's all on Saturday. On Sunday, Obviously, you've got Sheffield Wednesday versus Plymouth Argyle. Oxford City United versus Bristol Rovers. Bolton Wanderers versus Stockport County. Rochdale versus Notts County. Stratford Town versus Shrewsbury. St Albans City versus Forest Green Rovers. And to finish FA Cup coverage on Monday, we've got Dagenham and Redbridge versus Salford City. So that is your FA Cup first round coverage sorted for this week. Look, the magic of the cup is always a good one. As I said, I don't mind if Argyle don't have a cup run because I do feel the league is a little bit more important this year. But I would still love to see Argyle beat Sheffield Wednesday. And, you know, whatever run we go on, we go on. I won't be upset seeing Argyle win, but will I be upset? Will I be disappointed or gutted to not go through? No, I probably won't. But that is it. We'll be back on Monday, hopefully with the full team to cover the FA Cup first round, and we'll talk through the highs and the lows of that. And why are you saying "oh shit"?
So, a bit of breaking news in the last hour from Sheffield Wednesday. I don't know if this will affect the FA Cup match, but
Maybe.
former Cardiff City and Borough winger and currently free agent, Mendes Lang is training with Sheffield Wednesday to work his way back into football. So could he potentially be signed up before this game on Saturday, or just
he probably wouldn't even play if he's training to get him back into football? That's just a nothing story. Nat says, "Come on, Donny, Yorkshire in more we trust." Absolutely. But FA Cup first round should be an interesting one. I'm excited to see how it all goes for all of our teams.
I'm worried. I'm not going to like Derby, and
I suppose
if we lose this.
I suppose with Argyle we can be slightly more, calm about the FA Cup, but we're not under any real pressure at the moment, being second in the league and soon to be top. And that's the thing. We can, I think, relax a little bit more. Argyle TV says we're Plymouth Argyle. We'll win this fucking league. Come on. Absolutely love the confidence. I've started getting a lot more confident about Plymouth Argyle winning the league as well. And I've been quite confident for quite some time. Obviously, we've got league action coming back soon, which we'll cover on Thursday next week. But until then, we'll leave you there. I'll be on my channel at 8 p.m. with the Liverpool show, talking to Scousers about their week so far. Beating, obviously, Atletico Madrid and their draw against Palace, Brighton. I think they played, didn't they? So we'll be talking to them about all of that. Premier League predictions, 10 p.m. on that channel as well. Let's talk Premier League tomorrow. We have obviously got all of the other shows. You've got the Chelsea show and the United show. On Saturday, I am going to be doing on my channel a watch along for Manchester United versus Manchester City. But also on the Sunday, my first ever watch along of an Argyle game, which is going to be Sheffield Wednesday versus Plymouth Argyle in the FA Cup first round from Hillsborough. Do you know what? The interesting fact, this is our second season that we faced a team in Sheffield in the FA Cup. Obviously, we are.
And the great thing is, because mine's a 1 o'clock kickoff and we'll be finished by the time you guys start, I can watch your game after I've finished watching mine.
You know we're 12:15 kickoff, right?
Oh, you're 12:15, aren't you? I thought you were 3.
I tell this man that we're having to travel up early for a 12:15 kickoff. I mentioned it more than once. And he still thinks it's a 3 p.m. kickoff. Bailey says, please ask him on their opinions of Bruin Suarez. Will do. Nearly now, it's Wednesday. Yeah, well, we faced United last season, Wednesday this season. This will be 3 times that we face Sheffield Wednesday. So me and Captain Nat becoming quite accustomed with our teams facing each other.
I think you're just missing the old Sheffield FC now. You're just missing that team now.
Yeah, got to face them at some time in the FA Cup soon. Maybe next year we'll get them away, of course, because the
world's oldest professional football club, of course.
Yeah, well, a Sheffield trip in the FA Cup seems to be customary for Argyle at the moment. But before you go, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button as well if you are new to the channel. Not sure what is next on this channel. I think the Chelsea show or Grounded Chelsea is soon at some point. And I don't know. See you soon, lads. And one thing left to say, keep living the Argyle life. Janners till we die. Absolutely. You can find me on Twitter at @Nile_PFC and on YouTube at Let's Talk Premier League. Aaron, where can they find you?
Aaron_Challoner on Twitter, Aaron Challoner official on Instagram, and of course Coaster Chal and Thrower Football DRFC on YouTube. Scunthorpe preview coming tomorrow. Should be interesting. Like I said, if we lose this, I've got a feeling Wellens will get sacked. If we win this, we might be in the clear for now until we play our next game, which is Scunthorpe in the Papa John's Trophy on Tuesday. Our Fleetwood game's been cancelled, so our next league game is against Lincoln City at the Keepmoat Stadium. So maybe that's the deciding game for Richie Wellens if we win on Saturday. So let's see.
Ravi says, does Sports Direct sell the Donny shirt? I don't think it does. I
don't
don't
there was talks about Mike Ash's son-in-law maybe being a part of the club, but we've got to wait for more information on that. Let's see what happens with that.
A member of Mike Ash's family running a club. I definitely wouldn't want that anywhere near my club. But moving on, just go ask Newcastle fans how well it works out having an Ashley run your club. They've sold their soul. But we're wrapping it up there. We'll be back, as I say, on Monday. Grounded Chelsea next up on this channel. Forward Watch might be on tomorrow. I'm not so sure. And then, of course, we'll be back on Monday. As well will the Scousers with Grounded Liverpool. But until then, guys, thanks for watching. It's been so long, so I needed to find the outro, so I kept talking, you see. Until next time, thanks for watching, guys, and peace out.